Okie dokie. So today we are looking at equations that we have to distribute in. This note sheet is just a front, no back, so we'll be able to just glue it in. Go ahead and put your name on it though, just in case it doesn't get glued in. This is second hour. Alright, so with an equation that involves distribution, we are always going to start by distributing. So anytime we see parentheses in an equation, we are going to distribute, which means to multiply the number in front of the parentheses to every single term inside. For today, we're just going to have two terms inside. None of us made it there just because I wanted to make sure you guys had time for assignments. You can distribute when you've got more than two things inside. You can distribute to as many things as you want. But for today, we're just doing two terms inside. After we distribute, we are then going to solve just like a normal two-step equation. One thing I want to point out, if you can technically solve these by dividing first instead of distributing, because not every equation can be solved like that though, we're just going to have you always distribute. It's better to just always distribute because we know that'll always work. So we'll start on this first one. 3 times 2x minus 5 equals negative 3. So we'll start by distributing. 3 to this 2x, 3 to this negative 5. 3 times 2x is 6x. 3 times negative 5 is negative 15. And then we're still equal to negative 3. You only distribute to the things inside the parentheses. You do not distribute to the things that are outside the parentheses or the things that are on the other side of the equal sign. Okay, from here it is just a normal two-step equation. So we are going to add 15 to both sides. We'll get 6x equals negative 3 plus 15 is 12. And then we will divide both sides by 6. And we will get x equals 2. Okay. Any questions on that first one? Okay, so it's pretty smooth sailing from there. All we're focusing on today is distributing. We need to get good at this today, though. On Thursday, we're going to do equations where we have to combine like terms, and in some of them you have to distribute first and combine like terms, so that's why we're doing this one first. So the next one we've got negative 5. We're going to distribute that to x. Negative 5 to negative 2. So negative 5 times x is going to be negative 5x. There's an imaginary 1 here. So negative 5 times 1 is just negative 5 still. Then that negative 5 times that negative 2, that negative times negative becomes positive. So I get plus 10 equals 10. All right, what is my next step in solving? Subtract 10 to get rid of the 10, yes. So we're going to subtract 10 from both sides. We've got negative 5x on the left. What is 10 minus 10? 0. 0 is a number. I don't think I could count on one hand, or two hands, or maybe even all my hands and toes, or all my fingers and toes. How many people raised their hand while we were working on their 1.1 assignment and be like, I'm stuck, because they got 0. 0 is a number. It's a fine number to get. Okay, so from there we've got negative 5x equals 0. We will divide both sides by negative 5. And we'll get x equals 0 divided by negative 5 is 0. Okay, I'm going to pause this video real quick. Just resume. I'm back. Okay, so 0 is a number. We can get x equals 0. Any questions there so far? Okay, we've got 1. What's weird? No number out front, and then we've got 1 with a fraction, and then we'll be done. So this next one, we've got a negative out front. What number is also with this negative? A 1. So there's an imaginary 1 right here, and we can distribute that negative 1 in. So negative 1 times 2x is going to be negative 2x. And then negative 1 times negative 6 is going to be plus 6 equals 6. Did I do this on purpose to put 2 problems on the same note sheet that both equaled 0? No. Had I already printed 140 of them? Yes. So we're not changing it. So once again, we'll subtract 6 from both sides. We'll get negative 2x equals 6 minus 6, which is 0. Anything times 0 is 0. So negative 2 times x, x has to be 0. We'll divide both sides by negative 2. We'll get x equals 0 once again. Hey, last thing, or last one, 3/4 of 8x minus 12 equals 33. For this one, this is exactly what you guys were distributing at the boards. That's why we had you do them at the boards first. We're going to do this 3/4 times 8x. We're going to do this 3/4 times negative 12. We could use our calculators. So if you're going to use your calculator, I'm sure you figured it out while you were at the boards, you would do 3 divided by 4 times 8. I want to challenge you on these ones to think about what these fractions actually mean, though. So, think about the number 8. What is 1/4 of 8? 2. If I were to take 8 and split it into 4, I would get 2. So if 1/4 of 8 is 2, what is 3/4? 6. 2, 4, 6. So if we think I'll just draw a little picture down here. If I have 8 little boxes down here, 3 out of every 4 would be 1, 2, 3 out of those 4, 1, 2, 3 out of these 4. That's going to be 6. So I've got 6x minus, we can do the same thing with 12. 1/4 of 12 is 3. Therefore, 3/4 of 12 is 369. So we could turn this into a dozen donuts down here. It would be 1, 2, 3 more. So 3/4 of 12 is 9. So I've got 6x minus 9 equals 33. If you are a person that just went completely over your head and you're just still terrified of fractions, don't be. Just use your calculator. So I could always, in my calculator, do 3 divided by 4 times 8. I get 6. 3 divided by 4 times negative 12. I get negative 9. Okay? So would I love for us all to understand what everything actually means? Yes. I would rather we actually get it done, though. So I've got 6x minus 9 equals 33. From there, I can add 9 to both sides. I get 6x equals 33 plus 9, which is 42. And then I can divide both sides by 6. I get x equals 7. Okay. Any questions right now? What? Did someone just say that from the hallway? Okay, that was not any of you guys. Spooky. Alright, I'm gonna, actually before I stop this recording, I want to make sure, because I want to mention it in the recording too, we need to this semester glue notes front and back, or else we are going to run out of pages, because Walmart shrinkflated their composition notebooks from 100 pages to 80 pages. I'm still a little bitter about it. So, we already have 1.1, 2, 3. Put this on the back or whatever next page you have. So go ahead and glue this puppy in. don't know what pattern I'm doing here. Ah. Okay, now I'm going to stop my recording. Bye, recording. It's been nice knowing you. See you. Nice. Oh, it didn't actually stop.